I'd like to share with you something that's come up in a lot of sessions, and this has to do with relationships mostly, and it's this concept of trust. This idea that I just want to be able to trust. I lost my trust. I need to get my trust back. And it often turns out, at least from this shamanic point of view, uh, where we rely on nature to inform us. Is that in a sense, trust is sort of overrated. In other words, we're as humans, we are looking for safety, we're looking for certainty, and we want people to do what they say they're going to do, and not do it or do something different. We want things to work out the way we expect them to, or have been led to expect it, and that does feel nice. It feels safe. It definitely would be great if that was 100% doable. The problem is nature itself is not based on that. Nature is quite random in a lot of respects. It's reliable in some respects. The sun rises every day, at least for the next couple of billion years. We can kind of count on these things, certain things. But when you get in your car and you drive somewhere, you trust that everyone else on the road is competent and capable of not running into you, and so on and so forth. And we've gotten used to the high probability that nothing bad happens, and things like that. But safety in general is not entirely uh, normal to nature. It's not the main thing. The main thing in nature is experience, is contrast, is pleasure and pain, is drama, and so what I try to encourage people to do is focus less on expecting or wanting more trust, and more on courage, because no matter what happens to us, no matter what people do or don't do, or nature does or doesn't do, that we expected or we didn't. Um, the real answer to moving forward in life and being a powerful creator of your experiences rather than a victim or perpetrator or rescuer, which is disempowering, is to exercise courage. It's like a muscle. You have to recognize um, that things can cause you pain, and very likely in life, many things will, and people, and what have you, and events. And so what you really want to get good at is recognizing that, in spite of the fear of something happening that might be painful, you're able to exercise courage that allows you to continue to experience the beauty and the joy and the pleasure of whatever it is you're doing. I mean, I always use this example of being in the Amazon rainforest on a little island in the middle of the Madre de Dios River, where there was this jaguar lurking in the bushes that we'd seen several nights. And I wanted to see, I always thought of myself as somewhat fearless, but that was because I had a bunch of death experiences when I was young, and I wasn't afraid to die. And so I was okay taking a lot of chances and things like that. But that's not necessarily good. What it is how courageous was I? So I went up to the edge of these the the forest in the middle of the night on this little beach, and I could hear the cat on the other side of the bushes, and I was frightened to death. I mean, it's natural. I was, even though I knew it really wasn't, I'm not on the menu and that kind of thing. It was like, I was really concerned that this was going to be a problem. And my knees were shaking. I was frightened and I wanted to kind of run and get away from there, but I exercised courage by staying in that position and even taking a couple of steps forward. And it was like, oh, this is what courage is, when the fear has got a total grip on you and you want to run and you want to strike out. Some people will run, it's fight, flight, or freeze. Some people will be paralyzed, some people will run, and some people will want to, kill whatever's or fight whatever's causing them fear. And none of that necessarily is empowering. So what we want to do is exercise courage. And I was able to see just what level of courage I was able to muster in that particular situation. There's probably much more difficult situations in that, like relationships and such with people. And, nothing could be more frightening than the possibility of getting your heart broke or being betrayed or being persecuted in some way. And in fact, that's the main reason why people lie, don't tell the truth, is because they expect that they're going to be judged and persecuted for whatever it is they're honest about. And so in the fear of that, they'll try to avoid it. So if you want honesty from people, give them a sense that you're not going to judge them or persecute them no matter what they say, and there's a good chance you'll get more honesty. So these are the things around truth and honesty and safety and trust. And the bottom line is this is you can't protect yourself, you can't stay in your room, never fall in love, never go out driving, never do anything in nature in the fear that you can't trust anything. Because yes, you can't trust anything, but that's not the point. The point is, have enough courage to go out and enjoy it to its fullest. And yeah, I think that's the message for today. Thank you.